I ain't that
Silk.
kind of. I ain't that
Silk
kind of fly.
socks.
And we live.
I ain't that kind of fly.
Ain't that kind of fly. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit Podcast, Ohio. We up in this bad boy. Yo, we got a special guest, my man Karel Smith and his boy, owner of Fly. You know what I'm saying? F Limitations, elevate your expectations in the building.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, sir. What's going
That's a
on?
round of applause.
Pleasure to
going
have you
on?
in the building with us.
Thanks for coming through, Karel.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Let's go. Karel up in this thing.
Yeah. So is that the sweatshirt? I see something on.
This
here.
is Fly.
that-
This is a
yeah.
Fly sweatshirt. He has on Fly merch right now.
That's hard. Okay.
Appreciate
I thought
it.
it was Cleve for a quick second. So I like that.
Yeah, the color combination. I try to switch it up sometimes.
Is there something on the back?
Nah, not this one, but some of them do. I put the
I like-
logo.
I
on
like
the back.
simple, though. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
why I kind of keep it kind of simple for real.
So
for real.
do you have anything in black?
I got a black one. Matter of fact, I got gifts.
So I find myself trying to wear something besides black, and oh my god,
Man, I just love black. I mean, this is the
have
first
do you
time
have
our
a-
guest
do you have a
came through and
emotional
brought
button
us.
on the board?
we gonna clap it up for him one more time. We'll clap it up for him one more time, baby.
Should we do the reveal on?
Is it reveal? Ooh.
James already got the black
I
one.
like
so
that.
I brought him the
Turquoise.
blue one.
Yeah, let's do this.
And
Saucy.
those do got the logos on
This
the
is
back.
like the end of a football or a soccer match.
Yeah, it's right. It's fire.
I like that.
It's fire.
Thank you, man.
And James said you were large. I mean, I had to take his word
I'm a
for it.
large.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
it
see?
is.
I've worked on
James
getting
said
back
he
to
large too, but I don't believe James is
Hey,
large.
I am a large man.
James trying to wear
I got
his
narrow.
stuff
I
kinda
got narrow clavicles. I got narrow clavicles.
He just be trying to wear that thing tight, man.
Yeah.
Try to show off. I get it though.
So can I just say this? Can we start a trend? I like the gift giving thing.
I like that too.
I think we should probably make this one of our
Traditions.
yeah. I like this tradition.
Heard that.
Welcome, man. We right before we got on air, we were talking about probably signs of aging with
Yeah.
our knees and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you said you just suffered a meniscus tear.
2 weeks ago. It's probably been torn for a while, but like the doctor really did the MRI this time. They expensive. They don't want to pay for them. So
Yeah.
finally looked at it, says a meniscus tear, but I was out of there the same day, and I was walking around on it 2 days later. So I don't know what the doctor's doing nowadays, but I was in and out of that thing. I'm almost.
You got the Aaron Rodgers medication.
I guess that's what it is. They gave me some oxys. If somebody need them, let
Yes,
me know because
man.
I ain't taking them. Them things will put you out.
I've been fortunate to avoid any major surgeries, like sports related.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully that holds true. I'm only 36, and I say only 36 because I feel like there's enough people that I come in contact with that are younger than me that look at me as older, but I don't see it that way.
Right. I'm 40. So, I
See?
mean, people think I'm in my 30s still. Like, I wish I was in my 30s still, but, like, 40 been kicking my ass for real. Like, between this meniscus tear, I had some heart issues before, but, like, I'm good. Trying to stay in that gym for real.
I think that people don't realize how important it is to age gracefully. And what I mean by that is do what it takes to take care of your body, work out, eat healthy, try to live to your best ability. I think especially when you're in your 20s, you just don't value your health. You just like, I'm 20, I can eat what I want. I ain't really gaining weight. I can do what I want to do. And then them 30s start to creep up, then metabolism slows down ever so slightly. And then it's the difference. And you start to wake up with a couple hurts, a couple different things in your body like, ooh, this knee hurt, this back hurt, whatever. But I think that's the game changer is like realizing how to age gracefully. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like my phone sent is like realize some of the things I search. Like I've been searching a lot of videos on YouTube for back stretches and like when you got sore hips and all that stuff. So I'm getting phones have these they know what you're
Yeah,
searching.
they
They'll say
listening.
it.
Yeah.
And so I'm starting to get these fact like quick little fact things where it's like after a certain age we lose this amount of muscle mass every so many years. And I'm like, was like a discouragement to me because I don't.
Right.
The last time, and James, you can attest to this. We used to be in the gym doing all that CrossFit BS. I call it BS. I know it. I know it's good for a lot of people.
Crazy. I was looking at some of the workouts of the day. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
this dude is crazy.
And I haven't done anything like that in a while. So touching a weight right now at this point in my life is a strain. Like,
Is it?
I like running. I like biking, more so biking. But yeah, I don't know. James is in the gym doing something.
Yeah, so running for me, I can't. It's too hard on my knees. Like I don't mind going to the gym, working out, lifting stuff, but running a lot of leg movement,
Yeah.
doing all that. Like I went to a couple James class he was doing.
My power up class, my
The
fitness
power up
class. Yeah.
James in there working you out. Like it's real active the whole time. And a little bit after that is when I was like, all right, well, my knee and my hip don't feel good. Let me go get this looked at. I'm like, I got to chill on your class, James. I'll be back, but right now I got to see what's going on.
I'm curious about the class you've been doing at Fabletics.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So
That's what he's talking about.
So here, can I just be transparent with you, especially you, since you've gone to the class?
Yeah.
I would like to go to that class.
That's what's up.
Here's my reason why I'm never going to that class. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why would you never want to go to that class though?
Okay, so for one, I'm gonna sweat. I'm gonna have a puddle of sweat wherever I'm at.
Oh, period. That's fact.
And I get the sense that the majority of the people in this class, when the workout is done, they grab their stuff and leave. And I need a solid 20 to 25 minutes to stop sweating.
Yeah, they let you walk around the shop after you done.
See, that's the problem. I don't need to leave a DNA trail because I'm sweating so much.
Yeah, just come prepared. Like I think you just need like a towel or whatever, just so you can just like, you know what I'm saying, be prepared.
There's
Bring
a
some
bathroom
water,
to
stuff.
change
It is a bathroom you can change in
Be
and stuff like
prepared. You
that.
snuck me. The first time you said, "Hey, come out to this event and come support," I think I'm coming up to show support. I'm like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, you were.
Oh, we about to work out. I said, "What?"
What? Hey,
Man,
hey,
it's about 15, 20 females, me and one other guy. I'm like, "Oh, James, you wild for this."
hey.
Would you have come if you knew what it was?
I came back. I went the second time, but I was prepared the second time. The first time I had no idea. I don't know if I'd have went the first time without knowing. Without knowing.
That's cold, James.
Hey, I apologize. That was not my intent. You know what I'm saying? What was to sneak you on the workout tip? I just, you know what I'm saying? I just called it an event because it was to me. And to me, my class isn't that crazy, but that's to me. You know what I'm saying? But I do know, like, I have measured it and it has burned up like to 900 calories in one class,
How long is the class?
an hour,
Is it straight cardio?
straight cardio.
Any
A little bit of weights, a little bit of resistance bands, stuff like that, but it's mostly like straight cardio.
Yeah, you moving the whole time. Moving the whole
how
time.
how often is the class?
Well, I do it like once a month
Okay.
at Fabletics. So
It was fun though. He had the drummer in there the second time, the DJ.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
Okay.
But you just gotta be prepared for it. And the first time, I wasn't even like when I go to the gym. I'm at Planet Fitness probably 4-5 days a week, so I wasn't doing a lot of cardio. So me to go to that class and try to do all that cardio for an hour on the surprise side, like no, it wasn't working out for me.
Were you in the front?
No, absolutely not. Never going to the front. Never going. I'm gonna blend in somewhere. I ain't gonna be in the back, but I ain't gonna be in the front either.
Junior year of college, I had for one of my classes, I had to go to a fitness class outside of the like what we would typically go to.
Right.
And my partner in the class who would work out, she was doing 2 a days. I mean, if CrossFit was around then the way it is now, she would have had her name known around here. Anyway, so we go to this class. I had no idea what Zumba was.
oh, Zumba.
So she was like, let's
Zumba.
check out this Zumba class. And I'm like, all right. We go to the Zumba class.
Yeah.
And there's probably, similar to you, about 20, 30 women
Yeah.
from my age to 50, 60 years old. And it happened to be the day that they were going to get footage for their website. So they had a guy there taking a video and B-roll or whatever you call it. So that was my first and my last Zumba class.
Zumba class. I ain't never been to Zumba.
Yeah, Zumba's cool. It's not like it's more dancing based. It's more like salsa dancing and
It's
stuff
every
like that.
kind of dance that you don't want to do if you
it's-
don't like to dance.
It's a lot of dancing. Have you ever gone salsa dancing before?
No, but I would.
Yeah, I used to take salsa dancing lessons. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Salsa dancing lessons.
Yes.
That's a great way to meet people.
Great way to meet people. It's a great first date. You know what I'm saying? It's a great first date. Take girls salsa dancing lessons. But the only thing is, though, you're probably going to sweat, though. So you might. You know what I'm saying?
Salsa dancing.
Salsa, man, it's
You
intense.
gonna sweat?
You going to sweat for sure. For sure, but it's real, it's real sensual too. So like you do a lot of tight like body movement, type stuff. It's real, it's fire. Like it's a great experience, man. So I don't know if you remember back in the day, used to be a spot called I think it was called The View. It was on 6th Street, I think on 6th Street above the
Prospect.
Yeah, on Prospect. Yeah. So upstairs in The View, have salsa dance lessons. I think it was like Sunday nights.
Okay.
It was fire, bro. I was fire. I never missed. I went there and I never missed. I never missed.
Took a date there every time.
I took a date.
That's first date.
Take a first date.
No cheesecake.
Man. Cheesecake, man. Let me tell you something. I don't know what that's about, but I think that's so lame that people be on that, man. But this first date thing, like Cheesecake Factory, stuff like that. I was talking to some girls, and I said my first date, I usually like to let it to be interactive, like something like bowling. Man, I'll go like to an ice cream thing, an art museum. I don't care, man. Like to me, I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on the first date. That's not like the thing, right? So like to me, I'm not trying to romance you and wine and dine. I'm trying to get to know who you are. So me trying to get to know you, like I don't want to invest too much because I've done that before. Invested a lot of money. I saw this girl. I thought she was so fun. I took her out on a date one time. When I tell you that was the wackest date of my life, it was an expensive date too. Like it was like I went to a restaurant that's like a secret restaurant. Like it's a secret. It was like it's in Bracknell, and so you go to like these condos in Bracknell. You gotta go through, buzz in with stuff like that. Yeah,
like
it's
speakeasy, but on the restaurant.
It's
side?
A restaurant side, but it's man, secret restaurant, man. I'm talking. I spent like $100-something. And I did not have a good time with that young lady. So I was just like, man, you know what? I'll never do this again. So next time we do it, but I do agree with them like. Certain dates is lame. Like invite a chick to your house. That's not a date. That's not a date, man. Like you know what I'm saying. But I do agree that like you need to have some type of creativity with the date, man. But Cheesecake Factory is not a bad place. You know what I'm saying. I don't know like what's the stipulations. Like what's the problem with that?
Dinner dates are tough to begin with, I think, because you're trying. First of all, you're staring at them the whole damn time.
Yeah.
So there's no looking away. And if you are, then it's like, at least this is me. It's like, are they going to think I'm not interested? Because I people watch. It's hard for me not to
see what's going
focus
on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, the food.
Man, painting set, bowling, stuff like that. I think that's the type of stuff that like
now we got
interactive stuff.
We got the board game spot.
Board game places. Yeah, that's kind of cool too.
Board game spot.
Oh my God, man! You know,
I'd be in the house.
Tabletop.
It's called tabletop. You go to tabletop and Penn Mechanical.
Penn
Mechanical's cool, or even what you call it? Got board games. Town Hall.
Got board games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of restaurants that have board games.
Green Goat Cafe. Green Goat Cafe got like board game stuff in it. So that way you just interact. We can play like see if they competitive. See if they got like some. Talk a little trash.
Like icebreaker type
stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Restaurant's tough for real. Unless y'all know each other already, like it's hard to really get to know somebody.
And the movies is lame to me. Like I think going to the movies is the lamest because like you can't talk.
Yeah, you just gotta chill.
All right, so if you first date, let me back it up. Not even doesn't have to be a first date, just a date in general. Are you always sitting across from the person you're with?
Yeah. Most time. First date, I don't know you that good.
What if it's any other time though?
I think
I probably still do it.
I like to sit across, but I like to sit next to my person too, though.
I do too. It depends on where I'm at. Depends on. I'm open to sitting. I like sitting next to, especially if it's in a crowded place where the person that would be on the end is just a lot going on.
Okay.
But that's just me.
You a protector like that? You want to be real protective?
A little bit of that, a little bit of paranoia. I like being able to see everything.
Okay.
Just in case. Not like I would do anything, but just in case.
I mean, you do kind of look like an assassin right now. Got your vest on, your mustache. You look very Magnum PI-ish right now, brother.
Hey, listen, speaking of the mustache, I got referred to for the first time a while ago as the guy with the mustache.
Wow.
So I had to grow something else, but I had to
grow
your
beard back.
Yeah.
You get your beard back, man, bro.
No, at least the chin thing, or whatever, goatee, whatever.
Bro, when you pulled up to that wedding with a mustache and no,
chin, I was loving it.
You look like El Chapo Jr. I did not know.
I loved it,
bro. You look like such a gangster, man. I ain't gonna hate, man. It was a good look.
It was very liberating to like do something that you thought that you shouldn't do for such a long time, and it's like who cares?
You
It's
know
gonna
what's
grow back.
You know what's so crazy? Like you're like racially ambiguous. Like so,
I
like
felt
when
that
you
before.
when you do certain things, like I don't know what nationality you are.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you say he is?
Today. He look a little Hispanic.
See,
I get that.
He gets
Hispanic. He look
Now
very Hispanic.
when I met you, I probably had a beard more
Yeah.
than likely. Yeah,
Yeah.
Then he looks Arabic. Then
Yeah.
yeah.
then he look Arabic. So then it's like that's pretty cool that you can pull that off.
You're
I'm pure
you're
Negro.
person ambiguous. You're person ambiguous.
What that means?
So you're James Abrams right now,
Right.
But when you go bareface, you kind of look like Wayne Brady,
Damn, that's kind of.
or
that kinda
or
hurt
like
my
a
feelings a
or
little
like
bit.
a or like that one like congressman that people don't know if they should trust.
I always get Terry Crews and
I don't see that.
and Stevie.
You're like you're
Big
strong and everything, but you don't look.
I don't think so either. But I get Stevie J. Now I get Stevie J. Stevie
can
J
see
can definitely
Stevie
be
J.
Stevie J could be my dad.
Brown skin Stevie J.
Yeah, he could be my dad
you
for
got
sure.
that look.
Stevie J could be your dad.
Could be my dad. Phyllis, we gotta talk about this.
Who?
All right. My mother's name is Phyllis.
Oh,
Oh gosh,
Phyllis need to talk.
disrespect your mother like that.
I could say. No, I'm just talking.
So this week I did something that I haven't done in a while. I'm cutting out sugars and carbs,
Okay.
trying to, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm a sugar nut. I love candy. I love
you and me both. If I ate
pop.
yeah.
You drink pop still?
I do drink pop. So I transitioned to Coke Zero, Diet Coke, that kind of,
How was that?
it's not bad. It
Try-
makes me not want to overdo it though.
Try Zevia.
I've tried that before.
You don't like that more than you like
I prefer what are they, Waterloo or one of those?
Yeah, but that's
Polar
not
stuff.
that's not sweet though. The polar ice cream, those are sweet though. That still got so the Zevias have they use
a sweetener, right?
sweetener, yeah, Zevia. You know what I'm saying? Stevia.
Yeah.
So they still have that sweet taste to them. I think stevia is probably one of the best sweeteners, healthiest. It's still keto friendly, basically. Like it's pretty good sweetener.
So the other thing that has improved for me this week is I haven't gone through a drive-through. I was going through somebody's drive-through maybe every other day.
A drive-through?
Yeah,
Fast food.
fast food. That's how you know he doesn't do fast food.
He said a drive.
He said a drive.
So like
McDonald's, Burger King,
Chick-fil-A.
not even Chick-fil-A.
No.
That's a drive.
as a drive, so you really just are you depressed or something? You want to talk about it? I mean,
No, I
eat
feel-
eat that type of food is just it's like a death wish.
So maybe I was. I don't know.
Convenient, man.
No, man, that's like suicide, bro. It's like you know that stuff is terrible, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, I got to disagree with you on that. But
It doesn't taste
I have-
terrible, allegedly, but it's terrible for you. We all know that food is not good for you. Come on, man.
oh, of course.
Yeah, okay.
course.
We on
I'm
the
not
same
denying
page
that
with
at all.
All
Ain't
right.
get no salad from McDonald's. They got salad.
What
don't
salad they got? For
McDonald's,
You ain't-
no. The only salad they got is the
you ain't-
lettuce on the Big Mac.
You ain't never ordered no salad from McDonald's.
They used to.
I haven't, but I know
Okay,
they had salad on
exactly.
the menu a while ago. But I don't.
They used to
I'm not
have
eating
that
no salad.
Southwest that had everything
With
and then a
corn,
little
with corn
bit of,
chips, something with Frito corn chips on it.
I didn't get it. That wasn't my
It was
choice.
on there.
Okay, so it's a
was on
salad
the
with
menu.
Frito Lays on there. Come on, man. Come on.
Fritos and corn that came out the
and
way it
black
came
beans and black beans.
Black beans.
So then there's your carbohydrates. So that it's low key no point in eating that salad.
Probably
might as well
very
eat you a
unhealthy
burger.
dressing.
Yeah, you probably must eat a burger. It's
That's
the
what I
same
do.
thing. Yeah.
That's what I do. Get a burger.
I cut the sugar out for a month. I think I was doing intermittent fasting and I cut out sugar altogether.
Now I heard that improves your sleep once you do that. Once you cut out the sugar, I heard it really helps with the sleep a lot.
I'm not sure how I slept, but I ended up losing like 14 pounds that month. But I was working out still, and I wasn't eating until 2:00, and I'd be done by 8:00.
Okay.
I think that's the key.
That's the key
is
to
that-
fast, because
Yeah.
that's the one thing that's keeping me lean, bro. Just fasting, bro. Like I always fast like 12 to 8, do my thing with that, and it just really helps, man. But I'm still able to like lift weights, lift heavy, and do my thing. But I eat my 12 to 8 window, and I feel good. Because if not, man, genetics is a bad thing. Like, man, if I didn't, bro, I would be so round, bro. My whole family, man, you know, I love y'all, man, but y'all know y'all big. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But I just feel like it's just you got to find whatever works for you. Some people like different things, but they can eat 5-6 meals a day and that work for them. That don't work with me because of my schedule. I'm busy. I'm moving around. That don't really work for me. So I like to do intermittent fasting so I can kind of like limit the amount of times I have to eat and it limit my choice too. So I do better with that because I feel like it's easier because if I had to eat 5-6 meals a day, that's giving me too many opportunities to make a mistake. So like one of those meals gonna be something terrible.
Drive through.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a drive through. You know what I'm saying? One's gonna be something terrible. I just try to stick to my protein and get my protein in and do that thing, man. But the reason why I said that, like, maybe you were going through something, and I'm not trying to be funny or nothing, but like maybe you were like going through something because to consciously eat like that, like I don't think that's healthy, man. Like mentally. So like, do you think that you were like, you know what I'm saying, dealing with something like?
Sure. I mean, we all are. I mean, like, we're always dealing with something, right? But
yeah,
there was, I'm sure, something that made me feel like I needed to eat that, knowing it wasn't good for me, right? But it is convenient. It is sometimes cheaper.
Yeah.
But in that moment, right? And to eat all that stuff, you know, easier and but it gives you the good feeling for the moment, and then you feel like shit a half an hour later.
Right.
But I don't know.
And so my boy Karel actually works in mental health. So that's one of the reasons why I brought him on here. I think he can probably explain that a little bit better. When you see someone who's doing that, like, right, like I'm not you per se, but you know somebody who's doing something that you know is kind of like counterproductive over and over. Would you say that that's a form of depression or a form of like some sort of like mental health like?
Yeah,
sign?
Absolutely. I feel like it's a sign of like some sort of depression, or you dealing with something, or trying to avoid something, and just eating like that, and doing, not even just eating, just doing stuff that you know is bad for you, and you still do it consciously. Like it's something going on. Like, and it's something that you need to talk about or deal with or something like that. And a lot of people just don't do it. They don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, because I think key thing he says, like, I still feel like crap afterwards, right? So, like, for me, you know what I'm saying? It could be anything, bro. It could be sex. It could be drugs. It could be alcohol, whatever. I think the telltale sign that what you're doing isn't really working is if you still feel bad after the come down, after the fullness or whatever. So I think that's why it's important to, like, kind of address those things instead of just letting them, like, go on, and then now you're dealing with, you know what I'm saying, dealing with something even worse. And food, to y'all, to anybody that's listening, like, food is a good indicator. Social media, like we talked about it in our meeting, that like social media can also be a sign of it. If you're always on Instagram, you're always strolling, always posting yourself, that could also be a form of depression, you know what I'm saying, that you're suffering from. And I think people don't recognize that. And if you see someone who's doing that, who's always posting themselves, maybe talk to them and figure out what's up with them, you know what I'm saying, like, because like, or do what we call a check-in. Like some of my friends, we do what's called a mental health check-in. Like I just check in on my boys, be like, hey man, what's up with y'all boys? That's not something that men typically do.
Right.
What advice would you give, Karel, to a man that might be having like a moment and might be feeling some type of way about themselves? Like how could they, like, what would you say for them to do so they can kind of come out of that?
Yeah, I feel like for men, like bearing what we got to bear on a day-to-day basis, like it's hard to really reach out to somebody, but you got to have somebody in your corner, like no matter if you want to work out, whether you're trying to deal with it on your own and all that, but like you got to have somebody that you're going to be able to reach out to and talk to and really have a real conversation with. Like I got a handful of friends, like I got coworkers, I got associates, all that, but I got like 2 or 3 friends that I can call and talk about anything with, just to vent, get it off my chest, maybe even bounce ideas off to get some feedback. But I think it's important to have that person. And dealing with the clients that I work with, either younger or older, like they just don't have anybody they feel comfortable with talking to. And a lot of people I feel like everybody needs that. So whether it's a young kid that's 5-6-year-old, don't have a father in the house, or an adult that just don't have like no positive friends, that ain't doing drugs or stealing or doing something crazy, like everybody needs somebody that they can reach out to and have a real conversation with to get that stuff off their mind.
Yeah, I'm glad you said vent, because I think commonly we get venting mixed up or confused with gossiping or complaining, and we end up or just dwelling on things. And I know I'm saying that from someone who still battles with that probably on a daily basis. I think it's so vital to our mental health, to our sanity. To stay away out of legal trouble sometimes, like to be able to vent to somebody and be honest and know that conversation is going to stay there. And I mean, even if you got one person, I think sometimes, like you said with social media, James, we get this idea that because someone's got thousands of followers, or even now, like it's kids, a kid might grow up and want to be an influencer. Like that's actually, like a job, like a career now. It could give this like misconception that because you have so many people that are following you, that you're so connected and you have all this support, when really sometimes you can find yourself the loneliest in those situations.
Absolutely.
There was a situation that came up in college football recently that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I'm glad you're here. It was a leaked audio from Ole Miss football coach Lane Kiffin, and it was a back and forth conversation with one of his players who had missed some practice, I believe 2 weeks, and the coach just like ripped into him, because he had been trying to contact this guy. The player came back, attributed his absence or silence to mental health, and the coach was like, mental health or not, like if you're dealing with that, whatever, but you still need to communicate and take care of your responsibilities, and actually cut him from the team. That player is now filing a lawsuit. I side. Well, I want to hear from you guys too. I probably side more on Lane Kiffin's. I think his language in the audio, I apologize that we can't pull it up right now, but some of his language in it is probably a little harsher than it needs to be, but the message still remains the same. Like, you have to still take care of your responsibilities, or communicate if you can't take care of your responsibilities. And I think this guy, this player, just dropped the ball altogether.
I think that it's a very touchy subject, and it's touchy because it's like, I think some people will use mental health as a crutch or as a way, because it's so popular now. It's so like
buzzy. It's
a buzzword. It's like, I'm having a mental health day. All right, that's fine, but you need to have enough sense to say, hey, I'm struggling with my mental health. What can I do? How can I improve? What can I, do to kind of get out of this? You gotta have the mindset to do that. So like what I've also realized, I used to study this, the brain, and the brain has something called neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is your body's and your brain's ability to adapt. And so once you start doing positive things, your brain will start to put positive things in motion in your life. So a lot of times people who are negative or who are going through what's called a depression, they're honestly putting effort and energy into being depressed, like negative thoughts, and they're thinking negative all the time. But the minute you start to think positive, you can start to build or spiral upward versus downward. So I don't think that guy was being all the way forthcoming about his mental stuff, because they also caught him at a party on Instagram. So he was like, I'm struggling with my mental health, I can't come to practice. But then you're at a party. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, if you have enough mental health to go to a party and do other things, you can at least check in and say, hey, I'm having a moment. And I think that I've done that to some of my friends or at work. I've called like, yo, hey, I'm taking a mental health day, y'all. I can't do it today. Today is one of them days I can't do it. So I don't know what people are going through, but I feel like that needs just communication. It's just about being mature.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm gonna go with both sides. Like,
okay,
with a coach, like I feel like a coach supposed to coach hard at the same time. But like I said, like in that man's position, like if you feel like you don't want to talk, you don't want to deal with anything, like it would seem like the mature thing to do is reach out to the coach and let them know, but everybody ain't safe in that space to have these conversations with coach, friends, whoever. And for the man going out, who knows if somebody dragged him out, like, hey, we got to get you out of this space, man. Let's go to this party. Let's go do this. But like, everybody deal with stuff different. Like, in our heads, we got our own way that we would deal with certain situations, but you got to know that everybody is not going to move how you move or do the things that's responsible that you feel like is the right thing to do. So
yeah, I can certainly see it that way. Yeah, it also gets a little tricky now that with money involved with college sports, and these guys are no longer looked at as the we are student athletes. They are of course student athletes, but when money gets involved, things get a little trickier too.
Well, you got the NILs and stuff, and that plays a part, but it's also creating a pampered athlete. They're already pampered as it is, but a pampered athlete in college, where
from an early age.
Yeah. So at least back in college, you started to get out the mud in college. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't making it, I'm a person who did transfer, and my situation was a little unique, where I was at a school. I actually transferred twice. I went to a school called Ashland. I went there for one semester. It was a horrible environment. It was racist. I was playing as a true freshman, and there's nobody there really had the. They did a really good job of recruiting me, though, I will say that. And they gave me a lot of money. But nobody there was really had the goal to go pro. It's like, I don't even care what you're doing. If you don't want to go pro, like, I at least want to attempt or be around people that's even striving to go pro. You know what I'm saying? So then I transferred to Akron. I go to Akron, I transfer up. So when you transfer up, you have to sit out a year. But during that course of the year, I had earned my stripes. I had did my thing. I made the team. Like, no problem. I was second on the depth chart, which was cool. I'm like, so now that year, I set out that year, I'm second on the depth chart. I'm about to start playing, getting some rotation. The whole coaching staff gets fired. So now we got a new coaching staff. And guess where my old coaches go? From Akron. They go back to y'all go to Ashland. So the whole coaching staff from Akron goes to Ashland. So I'm like, I'm not going back to Ashland. I sent my film out, did my thing, and Hampton offered me a scholarship. Winston-Salem. It's like I got recruited all over again. And this time, like, it felt really good to go there. So then I went to Hampton, and I had some ups and downs at Hamptons. I started my sophomore year, didn't start my junior, then I started again my senior year. But I feel like I built some resolve in adversity by sticking it out at Hampton. You know what I'm saying? And things that I went through, So like I don't think that transferring is always the answer, and I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. But if you got opportunities like we said with the NIL stuff like that, then they should do it. But also, like, you gotta kind of go through the struggles of sitting out, being on the bench, kind of learning how that feels sometimes, or seeing how it feels to grow and learn and stuff like that from an older player. And that way you can become and develop yourself better too, become a better player too. So like, it's not always just, let me get out of here, let me transfer because I'm not having a good time.
I feel like that's one of the biggest struggles, not just for me, as far as like whether to stay through and stick it out, or whether like I'm wasting my time. Like that, like with anything, with job, with people, with a lot of situations, it's like, do I keep on like trying to build, even with working out and stuff? Like, am I still doing this, or do I need to like take a break or switch up what I'm doing? Like, I feel like that's honestly one of my biggest struggles, to whether keep fighting through and see if it's gonna work out and pay off at the end of the day, or is it time to switch up and get out of this situation?
It's funny. So my day job is working in a school, in an elementary school, and it happens fairly often where I'm having a conversation with a kid who has some kind of argument or doesn't get along with the teacher, and they want to be sent to a different class, or they want to leave class and not go back until the period is over. And I think that whenever we cater to that instead of building some type of like habit of resolve or having those conversations, then we're digging them a grave that they're just it's gonna build this like monster that society is just gonna chew up.
Yeah.
And then they grow up to be adults that nobody wants to be around. So
yeah, I think social media, microwaves, all type of stuff is giving birth to people that are impatient. People, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have a very microwave society, and people aren't willing to do what it takes to kind of like thug stuff out no more. You know what I'm saying? Even relationships, man. Like, I'm sure, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, it was like people get married. That was it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
forever.
Forever. Now it's 50% divorce rate. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, people I know it's 100%.
I'm about to say 50% sound low. That's
Everybody
low.
I know.
Well, the percentage goes up for the divorcees that want to get remarried. The percentage goes up.
So people who get married.
You know what? Let me hold on. Let me before you try to figure out what I just said. I don't know that it's fact.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna. Let's just pretend like that didn't happen.
So Magnum PI just relax a little bit.
You know, I'm relaxed. I'm really relaxed.
Pump the brake.
My brakes are
What?
broke. If you break your car, is it you broke, or is it you braked?
See, that's why I'm like, see, Correll, this is
You said what?
This is one of the times where I really
you
hit the
what?
brake.
Say that
If you hit
again?
the brakes in your car, what would be like if you're driving?
Braking.
The past tense is you
You
drove.
brake.
Braking.
But the past tense, like you did it already. Would you say you
Hit the
broke,
brakes.
You
or
hit the brakes.
I hit the brakes. I never say I braked
broke. I
or I
broke.
broke. I don't never say that.
Man,
I hit the brakes.
That doesn't make any sense, Chad.
I never thought about that.
No one else.
That's wild.
No one else has ever thought
That's
about that
wild.
either.
The fact that you just said no one else has thought about that reminds me of how unique my thinking is. So I appreciate that.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way.
I do. I appreciate that.
Yeah, a lot of serial killers do too.
Oh wow, wow, that's harsh.
Just saying, that's where you at. So I see my boy repping the Browns right now.
Yeah.
The Browns was just won
Yeah.
the game today. I
Man.
think that's major. I mean, they just beat the Ravens. I knew it was gonna be tough. Ravens was flying high. They was what 7-2.
Number one defense.
Number
We
one
was
defense.
number two.
Number one team in the, I think in the AFC period.
Yeah.
Just beat them.
To beat them the way they did, being down 2 scores, having, silly mistakes, silly turnovers that most teams don't overcome, that the Browns typically never overcome. That was a nice win.
I think
That was a nice win.
I mean, I'm glad they won because I was about ready to set Deshaun up. I was about ready to listen. He was looking
Especially
terrible.
when he went out towards the end of the first half.
Man,
I thought, here we go again.
I was
At
ready.
that first drive interception, I'm like, oh man, this shit.
I was ready to send some girls to his room. You know what I'm saying? Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Trying to boost his mental health.
Trying to boost his mental health by getting him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Conduct detrimental to the team. Get out of here.
Who's gonna be your quarterback?
Hey, anybody, man,
Listen,
bring us back Baker. You
If
know
the
what I'm
New
saying?
York Giants have a guy on the field right now, as we speak, the game is probably near over, who is from 10 miles away living in his parents' house. He started for the New York Giants today
I know, that's
against
crazy.
the Dallas Cowboys.
That's crazy.
That's some movie type stuff.
That is
like
crazy.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
Just pulling somebody off. Remember when the Eagles did that? They had a tryout and they had
a
people
movie
just from
like
the
that.
neighborhood, like from the city, just
Yeah,
come in
and it's
for a
so
kicker.
rare. It's so rare that they made a movie about it.
Yes.
Okay, because it don't happen.
Exactly.
It don't happen. It don't happen.
It happens with kickers.
Speaking of a person that got kicked out of a Browns practice, so talking to
Kicked out.
yeah, kicked out of
Were
Browns
you
practice.
were you not supposed to
I
be there, or
wasn't
did you
supposed
do
to be there.
something that was detrimental to you?
I wasn't supposed
How
to
you
be
get
there.
in there?
So look, basically, it was.
This nigga, what?
So basically, I broke in. Me and my boy, we broke in. It was an open work. It was a workout, but it was only for like these select people. So we basically worked it. We broke in. We just came in, act like we knew what we was doing. You know, had our bags and stuff. They was like, oh, we just go right here. The security's like pointing us around stuff like that. So we go around. We putting on jerseys. We warming up. We stretching and stuff, getting ready. You know what I'm saying? And then so the security guard came and said, who are you? I was like, my name's James Abrams, man. Here go my film. So I gave him like a DVD and stuff. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, what are you guys doing here? I was like, yeah, man. I saw the open workout. I knew you had these guys working out. You got some tight ends working that you brought in. I figured they're gonna need to go up against some people. I'm here. My boy here, DN. We here to get some work. He was like, yeah, we can't do that.
I could see.
That was innovative, though. That was innovative. I like the effort.
I could see James in that time thinking to himself, man, 10, 15, 20 years from now,
This is
gonna
the
be
story
such,
that got
this is
me
gonna be
in.
my story. And then somebody was like, boop, boop, boop.
Hey, because you know how I am. I'm
Yes.
very like,
Yeah,
I'm very
I know. Yeah,
ask for forgiveness. I'm very like, you know what I'm saying? Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. So like, I was like, oh, they got this going on. We in there. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was my opportunity to kind of do my thing. But you know, I've had other workouts with other teams and stuff. And the one thing I hate is like that during my experience was that I was just as good as some people. So like I had got my 40 down to like a 4 or 5. I was doing 20 some reps on the bench, but every other linebacker was doing the same thing. And if they was from like Florida State or some other school, they would get the nod over me, or Illinois or whatever. I'd be like, so I would go to different camps and stuff. So the only time I got some shine, I got some love when I played arena football in Columbus and in Chicago, and then I played semi-pro for a couple of years, and I think I actually won MVP of the whole league one time, defensive MVP.
Hit that applause button one time. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got.
You should hit that womp womp.
I got defensive MVP in the league, and I felt like vindicated because I felt like I never got, you know what I'm saying, like my props, like I wanted to. Like I was the captain of the team in high school. I was a leader in college, different stuff, but just professionally, I never got like my props. You know what I'm saying? So just become a defensive player of the whole league. Like I thought that was major. And like when we would go play other teams, the other teams would come to me and be like, "Man, you crazy," and I'd be like, "Thank you, man. That means a lot. Like that means a lot to me." So it was cool.
Well, if nobody else says this to you, I'm proud of you.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate
Proud
it.
of you.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think
Despite what people say.
whatever. So what are some healthy? I know you said you do the fast food thing, Chad, but what are some healthy eating things you do now that you're not eating sugar, not trying to go to drive-through?
Sure.
So what are you doing to combat that?
So before I even started doing that, just been eating a lot more vegetables.
So how are you eating your vegetables? Like, what do you?
So I, zucchini, squash, peppers, tomatoes.
Are you eating them raw? Are you cooking them? You sauteing them? You cooking them?
Yeah.
How do you cook them? Like, do you cook like a bunch of them and then just eat them throughout the week, or do you cook them like fresh at every time you?
So, ideally, I'm cooking them and then I'm spreading it out throughout the week.
Okay.
How it plays out is that I eat it all in that sitting. So then I buy more vegetables. But I'm taking baby steps. So I'm trying to,
So to help you with that, I'm not a nutrition expert, guys. I'm a trainer, so I know about the body some. I would say eat more protein and more fats. So if you eat more vegetables and you're taking away some carbohydrates, eat more protein, more fats. That'll keep you fuller. So like cashews, almonds, stuff like that.
What about peanuts?
Peanuts too.
I eat a lot. No.
Yeah, but don't. But only reason I don't say peanuts is because the best way to eat peanuts is salty, roasted, stuff like that. Cashews and almonds, you can kind of get away with them raw. You know what I'm saying, and unsalted, and they still be good.
Cashew's expensive, man. Compared to peanuts?
Man.
I understand.
A bag of cashews is $14, $15. Look at
Cashew's
like,
expensive, man.
is there a toy at the bottom of the bag?
Crazy, man.
Cashews to go crazy. So you gotta get them. You gotta get the store brand of the cashews.
What about pistachios?
You can't buy the plant. Then you gotta get the store brand. Pistachios is cool too, and I like
those.
pistachios because you eat them. You gotta crack them open to eat them, so you eat them slower, so you don't eat as many.
There's always like every 5 or 6 or 7 of them, you get that one that's so stubborn, and you're like,
Man, forget it.
Let's throw that one away.
Just forget it, man.
So honey roasted cashews not good?
Nah, bro. What are we talking about?
Time out. Are they
delicious.
good? Yes.
Yes.
Delicious.
They had to.
Those, yeah. When they're unshelled too.
Yeah.
See, we're catered.
Yeah.
We're soft. We even want our nuts out of the shells. You don't want to crack a nut.
Pause.
James just said a minute ago that he likes prefers raw nuts.
What?
That's what you said.
Okay.
That might make the clip.
You're nuts. You're nuts
Ooh,
at this point.
That's good.
Anyways, man.
That's good.
No. So, Korea, so I know you say you didn't do sugar for a month. What did that do for you? Like, were you able to kind of like minimize your cravings moving forward, or did your cravings come back after you did it for a month, or were you like, how did you feel after that?
After that, I didn't go crazy. No, first day back, I went crazy. I had the whole day set up. Next morning, I went to Krispy Kreme, grabbed about 2 or 3 donuts.
Y'all really like Krispy Kreme like that? Sorry, just
Krispy Kreme with the hot light?
I don't mess with Krispy Kreme, man.
Have you had it with the hot light?
Yes. And listen. This
When
dude
you don't have to chew.
This dude has a donut tattoo on him, so he's a donut connoisseur. I do not like Krispy Kreme.
I'm not
bro.
a Krispy Kreme guy.
Hey, so look, outside of Krispy Kreme, the best donut right now I had. They got a glazed croissant down on 65th at the Dave's. Hey, I'm telling they out right now. They are out. They don't even have anymore.
Hey, I have had those.
Hey,
They
them
do go
glazed
hard.
croissants.
They do go hard.
That
They do
sounds
go
amazing.
hard.
Oh
They
my
go
God.
hard.
They
Man,
fry it like a glazed donut.
Man, I like Goldie's. I like the vegan donut spot.
Goldie's is good.
Vegan
Vegan,
donuts.
yes.
Vegan donuts, they go hard.
Where those at?
Hard, man. On the west side.
There's a spot. There's a spot on the east side. It's a cash only old school spot.
Jack's?
No, it's called Biagio's.
Biagio's.
They got pizza and they got donuts.
I mean, come on,
And
man.
the pizza is $1 slice. It
I
makes you
cannot
feel like
do
you're in
that.
middle school again.
I cannot do pizza and donuts, bro. Come on,
listen.
man.
Cheat
That's
day.
diabetic-
Cheat day,
that's
man. What you
diabetic
talking
combo.
about?
the right
Cheat day, James.
and the
Relax.
right evening with the right substances, it's exactly what you need.
I can't do it.
That's
You
me
can't do it?
speculating, by the way.
I can't. I just could not do that, man. I couldn't do because I think pizza is already dense, and then pizza plus a donut, bruh. You know what I like, man. That we don't have in Cleveland though is Tim Hortons. Those Timbits.
I don't even know what
You ain't hit the Tim Hortons.
I'm hip to Tim Hortons. I don't.
Yeah.
What is it?
Tim Hortons is like a coffee
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
Like a Dunkin'
Oh, I
Donuts.
seen that before somewhere. I think is it one in Akron?
I think it's one in Toledo.
Oh,
There's one in Toledo.
Yeah.
There's probably one closer, but
Yeah, Columbus has them. Columbus
they're
has them.
big in Michigan.
Very big. And I got hip to them in Canada. I went to Canada
Canada,
for Carabana one year. And that's how I got hip to them. But man, them 10 bits, they go so hard. They be
What's
so
10
moist.
what's 10 bits?
They like donut holes, but they just moist and good, man. They go hard.
Tim Hortons.
Tim
I want to
Hortons.
say I seen one of those in Akron somewhere.
What are they again?
10 bits.
Yeah, what are their donut balls that you
Yeah,
said
look,
are moist?
they're
You should write
moist.
them.
Pause.
They're moist, yeah.
Y'all gotta chill.
Hey, this dude crazy, right?
Just wanna
Hey,
make-
he crazy.
I just,
Chill,
next time I go, I'm going to be going by Tim Hortons in a couple weeks,
Trying,
and I'm
bro.
going to say my buddy said there's some moist balls that Tim has that are worth the drive. So I want to make sure I know
Hey,
what.
yeah. Hey, make sure you pull up with that mustache and say that.
And I'm gonna be like, do you guys travel for? I know we got Thanksgiving coming up. You guys travel, stay in town.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here. You know, my mom throws down around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
My whole
See, I might cook myself. I want to go out of town. I don't have a lot of family here. Like my mom live in Akron, but the rest of my family is in Massachusetts or Florida or Atlanta. So I want to travel to see my family, but I got kids here, so I can't just ditch my kids and slide. And then you take 3 kids somewhere.
Now,
It's gonna add up.
And you can cook though. Like
Yeah.
you really can cook. You
Absolutely.
can throw down. Yeah, you can throw down. Like
Absolutely.
man, my boy make this Cajun chicken pasta. Bruh. I don't even like pasta. For real. I don't even eat pasta like that. But he makes a pasta and it's banging.
That there was a dish. Remember Jay Alexander's?
Oh yeah.
It was a
They macaroni and cheese.
no. It was a pasta. It was rattlesnake pasta.
I never had that.
Rattlesnake?
Oh, because it had like a Cajun.
Oh, they ain't have actual rattlesnake in it?
Maybe.
Man, he
I
don't
don't
care.
know.
He was eating it.
It was
He
one of
like-
them dishes that like it would you'd be sweating while you're eating it, but you didn't really care because it was just that good. Yeah,
Jay
I would-
Alexander's is so good, man. They got one in
Was-
Detroit.
Yeah, it's gone.
They got
Oh,
one in
they still
Detroit.
got
They got one in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah. Got one in Detroit. It's banging too.
What they put right there? They put something else right there.
Man, they kept changing that to something else, man. That Jay Alexander, I think it was a tavern or some type of
Burntwood Tavern.
Oh,
Something
that's
like
next
that.
door. That was Champs.
champs.
Oh,
That was the Champs.
R.I.P. Champs. Some places just are just dead spots. It doesn't matter if Jesus was standing and they're selling
Yeah.
free burgers. Like some places just are dead spots. They
Dead
don't-
spot. Because I think like when you, for me, like even when I had the gym, it was I think like you want to have synergy. You want your business to be around other businesses that kind of funnel to yours. So you want to be like as a gym owner game. You want to be around food places. You want to be around grocery stores. You want to be around places where people can go grab things when they leave the gym or before they come to the gym and get to the gym. You know what I'm saying? You want to be around like smoothie spots, stuff like that, where people can, you know what I mean, just it can work and have synergy when you're in the gym and doing your thing. So like I would just recommend, so if you're going to open a gym or do anything fitness related, try to be around other fit businesses and things like that so that you can create that synergy so people can come in your business or come to your business or stop by on the way to another business so that you got that synergy.
I used to make it a habit of going to Dunkin' Donuts across the street from the gym.
But you also went to Pope
some
sometimes
Pope
too.
down the
Sure,
street.
but I would
Smoothie
be
King.
I would be in the gym during when we were warming up,
Eating a donut.
doing butt
Balance.
kicks with a donut,
That's balance.
and then I would destroy the workout.
That's balance.
And then
I wouldn't say destroy.
first of all,
Subjective.
right? Like, can
I wouldn't say destroy.
can I have that word be based on how I feel?
Right,
I did?
destroy. I wouldn't say destroy. I would say you did good.
I don't need you to affirm my athletic ability. By the way, I gotta throw a shot in there. My best 40 ever was a 4.47.
That's good.
Just saying.
I weigh 240.
So
Okay.
what's that supposed to mean?
I
You
weigh
think,
240.
you think because you weigh more than me, then you can run slower?
Yes. That's how it works, Chad.
No.
But I still ran a 4.5 at 240, which is pretty good.
I think if you were running at me behind me, I'd be running a 4.3.
No.
That pressure.
Yeah.
No. I'll catch you.
We should.
I'll catch
You want to do it?
you. We can do a pursuit drill. We can do a pursuit drill. You start on the other side of the field and I run to you and catch you.
Yeah.
Bet you I'll catch you.
Or we could just do a 40.
We can do a 42.
See who win.
We can do that.
And put something on it.
What you want to put on it? Let's do 100 burpees.
If I
Why would
lose,
you
I
put
got to do
that
100
out there?
burpees.
Yeah.
Why would you put
If I
burpees
lose-
out there? Burpees is wild, man.
Speaking of relative, that ain't
Said some
relative
money
at
or
all.
something. This man said burpees.
Why is that not relative?
Because the last time I did a burpee was probably when I fell and then just had to get back up. That was probably the last.
I'm saying put 100 burpees on it.
Did you know there's a workout called I think it's called Chad. It's
Yeah.
100 box jumps.
100 box
I
jumps.
think it's 100 box.
That's
Or
crazy.
maybe 100 box jump overs or something. But
Yeah, that's crazy. Pukey Brewster, you do 150 burpees for time. I think that's
yeah,
always.
I hate that. I used to hate it. I remember when we did that, and then we did 150 burpees, and all of them had 15-minute caps.
Yep.
And then we had a certain amount of calories to row.
Yeah, probably like
that was the
2,000.
workout.
Probably like 2,000. I think because I would usually prescribe that workout sometimes. It'd be 150 burpees, 2,000, and then a 1 mile run or something like that.
I did the row.
Prescribe a workout?
Yeah.
I did the row.
That's what we
the
call
wall
it.
ball, and then the burpees. And
Oh yeah. Oh, that's crucial.
I don't think I made it to 100
Yeah.
in the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So how about this? If you beat me, I'll do 100 burpees.
Okay.
If you lose,
Okay.
you gotta order and eat something I would get at McDonald's on a typical day.
Come on, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man. That's
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
You gonna make me
light.
And
fucking.
we're gonna
you gonna make
either
me
one
throw
we're gonna
up.
record them live.
That's
You gonna make me
light.
throw up, man.
You can
well,
eat that, James.
either
That's
one of
light.
us might throw up.
You can throw up in the food. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Dang, I don't want to eat no McDonald's.
What do you think?
boy.
Or
I'm with that. I'm with that.
or we can just let bygones be bygones.
No,
Let it go.
I want the smoke.
Okay.
I want the smoke.
All right.
I want the smoke. 40.
Are we running or are we you want a bike of 40?
No, you say you want to run at 40.
A bike of 40?
Chad pretty fast too, but
I bet.
Chad pretty fast.
Used
Yeah.
to. I ran an adult 100 meters a few years ago with my buddy. We were doing this rec league track team, and he had the bright idea of us entering the 100 meters. He wanted us to do the 100 and the 4.
Okay.
And I said to him, I said, look, I understand we both ran track.
400. is
However, I think you're underestimating those races right now. So we didn't do the 400. We did the 100. Now, early in the year at this track meet, there wasn't a single person that signed up for the adult race. When he found out there was one, he said, we should do the adult race. When we came back at the end of the year, when I tell you it was a full heat with like guys that ran college and were trying to qualify for something, and then and everybody had blocks. I hadn't ran on the blocks in 15 years.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him like, what the hell did we just get ourselves into? Man,
How'd you do?
We
How'd
weren't
you
even
do?
we weren't even at the 50-meter mark, and I
People
saw
were
him hop.
finishing?
I saw him hop. He was next to me. I saw him hop up on the one leg, and I felt my hamstring starting to do something funny too. And then his other leg, he grabbed it. He popped straight up in the air, rolled. Are you seeing the beginning of Cool Runnings?
Yeah.
Picture the beginning of Cool Runnings. He rolls sideways in my lane. I hop over him. I love him to death. He's a good friend of mine. and I told him after the fact, he had to get wheelchaired off, by the way. I said, I'm happy it was you and not me, because I was about 10 meters from doing the same thing. So I stopped.
So
and
did y'all
came back.
see when Kevin Hart did this? Like he called himself running a 40. He was trying to run a 40 and he ripped so many muscles that he ended up being in a wheelchair for like 2 weeks.
What?
Yeah, he tore his abs up, tore his like muscle in his legs.
What was he running for?
That's the same thing he said. Same thing he said, why am I doing this? 'Cause I think it was like some young people out there challenged him, stuff like that. And he's like, man, and he went
So
up there.
maybe this 40, maybe we can reevaluate how we do it. Man, what if we did? Okay. Hold on a
Because I'm
second.
gonna tell you right now, I'm about to start training for it
And I'm about to start stretching every day.
every day. So
What if we do a death by running, and we get on side by side treadmills or outside, and whoever stops running first loses.
that don't work for me because that's
endurance.
that's boring.
Yeah, that's
150 burpees is fun.
Yeah. And I said 100, not 150.
We're gonna settle this. We're gonna figure this out, because I don't know if I necessarily like
You said McDonald's and I said 100 burpees.
I'm rethinking the 40-meter dash.
Okay,
part.
20 meters.
All right.
20 meters. That's a quick sprint.
Do
Boom.
we get a running start?
No, it's
A
no running
running
start.
start?
No, from the
Yeah, like I forget what it was called, but like where you like a 5-meter
no,
head start, and then you start them at.
no.
when they already got a pace.
From the start position, from the line. Of
You know
line,
what? We'll do it. I'm with it.
20 meters or 40.
There's the camera at. We're gonna do it.
You said we're gonna do it. You didn't say 20 or 40.
Split the difference.
30.
30.
Okay, 30-meter
30-meter dash.
run.
30-meter dash. And I'm gonna text you.
That's so 75. Okay, 75
Come on,
burpees.
When y'all doing this?
75 is okay.
75 burpees.
75 burpees.
And I'll eat one item from
One
McDonald's.
item.
You got it.
For 75
First of all,
burpees?
You know, look. First of all,
What?
he doesn't realize that you don't go to a fast food spot and get
Get
one
one
item.
item.
Okay, a value.
you
one
say
value
you got
meal.
one item.
One value meal. One value
Supersize
meal.
it.
Okay. No super. Come on,
Supersize
man.
it. Yeah.
Regular.
For 75 burpees?
Regular.
75 burpees is wild, James.
I was 100. So okay, one large.
I'm gonna
Value
tell you.
meal.
I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you my order, like the most ratchet order I've ever gotten, and
Oh,
then
come on,
and then
man.
you can
It don't
take
even
one.
sound
You
like
can take
one
one
value
of those
meal.
things away. Only one of those things away.
Okay.
You wanna
No,
hear it?
I don't. I
You
don't
wanna hear it.
I don't
wanna
want to
hear it.
know. I don't
I
want to
wanna-
know what's
I
your
wanna
most
hear it.
ratchet. I want to know what's your average like meal. Like you can't give me your most average. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll give you a meal that I've gotten more than once.
okay.
Okay, the 10-piece chicken nugget meal.
Delicious.
Okay, the large Coke, sweet and sour sauce
Okay.
with
2 apple pies.
no, sometimes a hot fudge sundae
Hot for Sunday. Okay.
and some type of burger.
And a burger.
So either a McDouble or a Big Mac. And the fact that my man is shaking his head out of the corner of my eye tells me
Nuggets and burgers
Yeah.
is the
Yes.
move. And give me some. If they had a meal with nuggets, burgers, and fries, that'd be the
So
go-to
here's the
meal.
other thing.
They need like a 4 for 4 or something.
right before I cut this stuff out, I downloaded the McDonald's app. We're giving them too much love right now.
Too much
But I
love.
downloaded the
Ba,
app.
ba, 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 ba.
And they got some deals on there that you'd be like, maybe I need to start eating some more McDonald's.
No, I'm
It's
good.
crazy, bro.
Hey man,
But that's how it's gonna be. So
Correll, bro. Thanks for coming, man. You've
Yeah,
been
no
a great
problem.
guest, man. I thank you. Appreciate your insight. Where can people find you at? Where can they find your merch?
You can find me on IG at GetFly on IG, and then regular Mr. Smith SMIFF on Instagram too. I'm working on the site, James.
Yeah.
You know, we still got to work on the Shopify situation
it.
so I can get people in there for real, get the merch out there. But if you DM me, I'll pull up, I'll ship it to you. Just let me know.
Now, explain to them, like, before we go, like, what does Fly mean? What does it represent? And like, what made you start that brand?
Okay, well, like James said in the beginning, it's fuck limits, elevate your expectations. So my idea came a while ago. I was still cooking. I was in kitchens, but like I saw certain clothes, certain brands, and I was like, all right, well, this is all right, but it wasn't fitting for me. So I wanted to build something on my own. And it kind of became a hobby. And I was like, all right, well, let me see if I could, you know what I'm saying, maybe sell some of this stuff or like between friends and family. But like, it's just certain colorways, certain ideas I have I want to put out there. So like, I kind of create my own thing. But like I said, like, it's something that's near and dear. Like, I want to dress, I want to look nice. You know what I'm saying? You look fly, you feel fly. So like, that was my inspiration for real.
Yeah, and I appreciate the merchandise.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate
Appreciate
it.
y'all having me,
Thank you.
man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man. So that's it, guys. We catch y'all next week. Make sure y'all go like. Make sure y'all subscribe. Check us out. Fresh and Fit. This is Ohio, not Miami. Boy, 216 in this thing. BIFC.
Go
you know what
Browns.
it is, man. Let's go.